Hello and welcome everybody to yet another game of the Esports Champions League. It is Vici Gaming versus Newbee in this best of 3 series where we have gone the distance and we have reached game number 3 as we are finally in the draft of it as well. Looking at the bans, not much has changed. Pretty much the exact copies of the bans of game number 1 almost can be said for game number 2 as well. With the exception of Tide Hunter being banned now once again by Newbee. But Vici Gaming, they did start with a Skyrim Mage hero that brought them quite some success in game number 2. Newbee though, going for something just completely different. Ancient Apparition and a Morphling both for their own side. It's not something I would have expected, at least not from what we saw in the first games. But Vici Gaming also picking up an Elder Titan, so they're gonna mix it up. They're gonna bring out just all the big guns for this game. You definitely want to be in the upper bracket as long as you possibly can, and well, upper bracket final, it just gets you that one step closer to actually reaching the final itself, of course. But Ember Spirit banned now with a Viper by Vici Gaming, Zeus the first ban by Newbee, and it kind of makes sense if you already have a Skyref with the Ancient Seal plus Elder Titan with the Natural Order. This Zeus would have just wrecked everything. I would have wanted to say Insight, but even not Insight, just pop the ultimate and kill people anyway. You cannot run from the heaven. Or from heaven. But Newbee, what's their second ban gonna be? I mean, how do they expect Vici Gaming to play this Elder Titan? Is it gonna be Ice in the offlane Elder Titan? Or are these the two supports that we already see in Vici Gaming's side? I guess that's the beauty of heroes as such, that you can just kind of change your mind mid-draft as well if need be. Just keep the enemy guessing as well with their bans and maybe their own picks as well to some regard. Also, Elder Titan is pretty good against Morphling in the sense that Morphling, being heavily stat-based, you have a lot of base armor, which Elder Titan just completely removes. But Newbee going for a Doombringer, third pick. Okay then, so far Vici Gaming can't say there's too much that they should be afraid of. I guess if the Doom goes for Aghanim Scepter, which does happen in most Doom games these days. I mean, not only is it good to just disable the passives, also just the fact that it does a crap ton of damage. I do believe a level 3 ultimate being buffed up by the Aghanim Scepter does 1280 damage over its duration. I think that should be correct since it's pure damage and goes through magic immunity as well. So Vici, I guess Elder Titan will be in a core role of sorts unless they want to run Skyrim Mage as Vengeful. Is to pick up the third one as Newbee going for a Puck now, so that's all 3 of their cores. Puck will be the teamfight control, the setup for the proper Ice Blast as well, and if you're doomed up and Ice Blasted, I don't think there's any escape. Even denying you will be pretty much impossible just because you're gonna shatter before that. So I have to say, digging the choice of a Puck, I always like Puck, but Vici now, what heavy cores could they even go for now? I mean, which heroes don't really care too much about the Doombringer? I'd say there aren't any such heroes. There are heroes that care less about the Doombringer, but no hero in Dota wants to get doomed. It's just as simple as that, especially if there is the Ice Blast there as well. Even if you can still fight and you don't rely on your spells to just do fight or be in the fights and whatnot, you still just cannot really fight the damage in most cases at least. So Vici Gaming, they might have to go for more like a guerrilla warfare style, just come in out of the trees, kill one, back the hell off again, something like that, or just pick off one and then go for a proper team fight if you can. Of course Newbee, they still have one extra support to go for. They can even go for a core still, another offlaner, for example, and have the Doombringer jungle if they want to do it that way. Or something like a Dazzle as a support wouldn't be too bad. As far as the two supports go together, it's maybe not the greatest for like roaming and whatnot, so the laning might be somewhat passive. Although you could run dual lanes with Morphling, Ancient Apparition and Dazzle plus Doombringer offlane, for example, just kind of ensure that the Doombringer at least gets something out of it. Although Doombringer can always just transition into the jungle if need be, if the offlane is that god awful. But then again, if you go into the offlane as a Doombringer, or if you go into the jungle, that just frees up the enemy supports, and if the Vengeful and the Scarf Mage have absolutely free time in roaming around, that is also just not a positive for Newbee, for sure not. But Vici Gaming do go for the Invoker once again. I was kind of thinking about the possibility of the hero, but this game, is it still going to be the Vex? Against Doombringer, the EMP is and can be pretty strong. So it wouldn't be too bad, even up against Morphling to some extent. Puck, I guess, has an easy phase shift usually to get or dodge it. Although, even Elder Titan with just an Echo Stomp is a pretty decent setup for the EMP, to be honest. But we'll see. It really depends on how they want to play this, how aggressive they want to go. I mean, when the Magic Missile should be set up enough for the Sunstrikes as well. But Invoker's just mobility with the Wex, just being able to Tornado EMP. It might not be too bad in just trying to disrupt the team fight of Newbee in general, just coming out. One clutch Tornado in a team fight can just turn around everything. But now Newbee will go for the Earthshaker as the last one, so don't go for the Dazzle, they don't go for the Weave to just kind of deal with the Elder Titan Natural Order. Go for an Earthshaker instead. I mean, a stun will never be bad at the moment, otherwise they would have had to rely on just more or less ultimates. Morphling later on as well will of course get the adaptive strike, but that's usually at like level 10. But Vici now, will we see a black anti-mage for this game? Do they go for it, man? That doesn't even have a high enough chance for survival. I guess with the Elder Titan buffing them up, and if he doesn't get doomed, he can wreak havoc like no other. Just built-in magic resistance definitely won't be bad either, in the form of the spell shield, of course.
Drow Ranger.
As Drow will be the last pick for Vici. Okay then, I guess at least 3 of the other heroes, apart from the Drow, will be able to benefit from the Precision Aura as well. So that's definitely a good thing to go for. If you get doomed, you can still do quite a lot, especially if the Doom isn't Aghanim's buffed yet. So that's gonna mean that the Precision Aura, till the Drow Ranger is still alive, will still be in effect for the Invoker, the Venge, and the Skywrath. And if Invoker going for Wex now wouldn't be too bad, in a sense that Precision Aura gives you extra damage anyway. You just rely on the attack speed of the Wex balls then. But it's really up to Drow. I mean, Puck is a good hero to just close the distance, get next to the Drow, completely negate the marksmanship bonus. Morphling can waveform in as well like that if he feels like it. So, not going to be an easy game for Vici, I think. I think Newbee has a pretty solid draft at this point in time. But guys, this is game number 3 of the ECL rather, Esports Champions League. It is Newbee versus Vici Gaming in this best of 3, where this is game number 3, the last and deciding one. Who's going to advance to the winner bracket final? Who's going to drop down to the loser bracket? But How will be playing the Morphling, leaving Moo on the Puck, with Banana on the Ancient Apparition, Rabbit on the offlane Doombringer, and the last one for them will be... Who the hell did I miss? Yes, it is Sunshang on the Earthshaker, as oh god, it starts lagging already. Bad sign, guys, bad freaking sign. But FY is on the Skywrath Mage, with Super on the Invoker, leaving Fenrir on the Vengeful Spirit, with Black on the Drow Ranger, and the last one is going to be Ice on the offlane Elder Titan, as was kind of to be expected. Has the boots as well, so should be able to outrun really pretty much anything that Newbee has to throw at him. But then again, there is an Earthshaker, and well, speedy as you may be, if the Fisher block is perfect, you really have nowhere to run. But nice T-warding coming over from Vici. It's actually pretty important getting rid of the Observer Ward this early on. First of all, that means your sentry isn't wasted. Second of all, Newbee won't know just when Vici is coming to hit from that direction at least. But oh, the Fisher onto 2, Chilling Touch is there as well. If only they had some more stuns. Concussive Shot will land on 2 as well. So there won't be any follow-up. Just a little bit of a fright for Vici, I guess. Vengeful did drop extremely low. But Black, he is the key figure in this game for Vici Gaming, I believe. I mean, if they can just keep him alive, or just keep heroes away from him, and have the Precision Aura active the entire fight, and just also have the Elder Titan with his own aura being there, they can do so much damage, it's not even funny. Since, I mean, Newbee, are they gonna go for a mech on somebody? I mean, neither Ancient Apparition nor Earthshaker is really the greatest mech builder, so getting plus sources of armor is gonna be somewhat hard. Maybe Doombringer, I guess, AC somewhere along the way, but definitely I would expect him to go for that Aghanim Scepter first. Maybe like Midas, Blink into Aghanim, something along those lines. But Doombringer is going to just struggle quite a lot on the offlane probably. Thank god he has the Devour, but doesn't really dare even go too close for just a Devour. Come on, start eating the creeps, man. Start getting the gold. Of course, if you would have your way, you would always get the jungle creep first. Just get any kind of aura to maybe help you out. If you get the armor aura, it's probably the greatest just because you're sitting on 0 otherwise. So 300 gold on Ice now. Already has the boots, of course, to begin with. So I guess Soul Ring, the makings of a Soul Ring. Yep. Sage's Mask straight away. He's solo up against Tau for the most part. I mean, Banana, he's around as well. But the double block, or double pull through, is blocked out by this Observer Ward. So that's not gonna happen as... Well, Astro Spirit didn't have enough distance, but Ice, does he want to go for Banana? I guess he does. But the nice Sentry already game out, so both teams have managed to just Sentry Ward 1 at this point. Banana is gonna survive as well. Oh, even Sunshine, he's gonna come in. The Fissure did come out. I can't see it. Well, there's the Fissure. Okay then. Perfect world. Why the hell do you mess with me for game number 3, the last game? Why couldn't you just be friends with us? But now mid lane, never mind, Moo. He's in the right position to just kind of dodge FY Skank. There are more sentries about as well. I mean, both teams have sentries near the enemy observer ward, yet they cannot really go for it since they don't have proper vision. If you look at the Dire one, they just don't have high ground vision, and whereas, well, this observer ward of the Dire one is just barely out of range as well, I guess. It's sad days, man. Sad days for both sides. Newbee should be the ones being able to de-ward that, rather than Vici, just because their own ward is up on the high ground. Or more to the high ground, I don't know. Higher ground. But How at least is farming reasonably so. 14 to 4. No kills yet for either side. We haven't really gotten even close to a kill. I guess the closest was the beginning when the rune was picked up by the Vengeful. Just Black gets some damage now, but he's rather fine himself. 9 and 5 last hit wise. He's losing, but before the marksmanship, it's not that great to last hit as a draw. I mean, you have some pretty good damage, but the attack animation isn't the greatest. But there's a rotation coming in now. They are smoked up as well. Fender and FY, they want to go for a kill. They have the concussive shot. They have the Ancient Seal as well. It's gonna have to be enough. The Ancient Seal is their concussive shot as well, but no Fissure even needed. Fender, well, it doesn't run all the way to the high ground. The Fissure, well, never mind, that did come out. Goddamn! Goddamn perfect world, just not even showing me spells. But how? Up to 20 last hits on the Morphling, highest in the game so far. Don't think he's gonna go for a Hand of Midas in this kind of a situation. Just maybe Power Treads, maybe even go for a Ring of Health early on. Just to stay in the lane a little bit easier. And just go for the Lincoln Sphere after. Although, would it even be worth going for a Lincoln Sphere in this game? I mean, Sky of Mage can get rid of it fairly easily, so I guess you can even like cold snap it out or something. Throw, of course, wouldn't have anything to pop it. Although then again, Throw wouldn't care about it either, just because don't really need to use any spells, at least single target spells. You just need to get the cast on Morphling for the silence for no way from. Oh, but the Echo Stomp is there. Silence to fall as well. They need a little bit more, but they might get the first part from this. Can they get the smacks? How? The Strength Buff already activated, but he does go down in the end anyway. First blood is picked up by somebody as FY. He's gonna go down in return. Cold Feet, one right click from Banana. Wants to go for Ice as well, but Fender, he's around helping out. The Magic Missile is there, and that's gonna be the kill for Ice. Make it a 2-for-1, as first blood was drawn by the Sky of Mage, who died himself. But still a 2-for-1. VG getting off the good start, and of course slowing down the Morphling while at it as well. Bottom lane though, Ice, never mind, didn't get Fissure blocked, so he's gonna be fine. If the Fissure had blocked him in with the creeps, would have been an easy kill, especially since How would have just come in at the perfect time as well with the waveform to secure it if the creeps wouldn't have had enough. But not to be in this case. Mid lane though, Sky of Mage is around once again. He needs to find the right target, and he gets the silence into Moo as well. They need the Frost Arrows to connect. Can they do so in time? Nope, silence is just not long enough. And Moo now with the Dream Coil wants to turn things around, maybe so. Illusion will go first. The Dream Coil is there. He breaks it immediately. Illusion Door will connect with the silence and the Fissure. Moo gets the kill, but he's stuck. FY, of course, he's gonna get cold feeted up as well, so he's gonna go down. I think a few more right clicks. Chilling Touch was already used, but now, never mind. Magic Stick on FY. Astro Spirit comes in from Ice as well. Can he get the Echo Stomp to land on Sunshine? He can, but I don't think there's gonna be any follow-up as FY still not in the clear. Move. He's gonna go in with the right clicks. The silence doesn't matter at all. Right click still hurt quite a lot, and Ice, I don't think he has enough chasing power, especially not so with the Fissure coming out and blocking them up. So 3-2 now. Newbee getting the upper hand in this mid lane engagement. So I'm gonna try to reconnect. Hopefully it's gonna fix it. Probably not so, but I guess we can try if there's not too much action anyway. I mean, sometimes it just makes it worse, so at least we saw something before. Okay, it looks like it helped just a little bit, if not by a lot. But usually if it's like screwed, it's gonna stay screwed. And if it's even somewhat watchable, it's better than just nothing, I guess. If it gets a little bit worse, I'm gonna try to reconnect again. Icy Size though, never mind. I think he's gonna survive. No replicate for Morphling to just close the distance. But Black in the mid lane, is he level 6? Yes he is. So has the marksmanship, has 3 Wraith bands as well. So he's amassing early, just cheap agility. So I guess they really have early game focus. Bottom lane, or top lane rather, Rabbit, he's going to get just tornadoed up. Cold Snap is there with the EMP to follow as well. That's an easy kill, so slowing down the Doombringer, although I guess he's not off to that great of a start to begin with. But Super is going for the Orchid, and with Sageland Farm being the highest last hitter so far in the game, he's going to have the Orchid probably faster than in game number 1. Look how Icy Size, he's also level 6, so for an offlaner, 18 last hits, not doing all that bad. Of course, Banana hasn't been there too long, but Banana himself is level 5. As Icy Size, waveform is there, they need a few more right clicks. Echo Stomp does miss, and he's probably gonna go down, trying to go for a TP out. Smart choice, but in the end, Chilling Touch, never mind, not gonna be enough. I guess the attack speed slow from Chilling Touch proved to be just strong or weak enough. How depends on which way you want to look at it, as Earthshaker goes down to Super in the meantime. I guess it was a tornado sniping him out in the end. So Vici, they are the ones now to have a 1 kill advantage. It's always like first one team gets 2 kills, then the other team gets 2 kills. But FY, he's there with the Invisible on the top lane. They want to go for Moo, and with the Ancient Seal being level 2, it should be doable for them. There's the Silence coming out. Magic Missile to fall as well. Minus Armor is there. Oh my god, that was way of an easier kill than I even expected, as Icy Size gets a solo kill onto Ancient Apparition in the meantime, just with Astral Spirits and right clicks. No Earth Splitter even used. So Vici, they get 2 kills again, so I guess Newbee, they missed their Q. It was like back and forth a couple of times, 2 kills for one, then 2 kills for another. Suddenly Vici, they take 4 kills in a row for themselves. Of course Superman, he's about 1.2k net worth ahead, already has the first Oblivion Staff. Almost has the second as well, just needs the quarter staff for it. If he gets the tower lasted, he's just gonna be so close to it. It might be like an 11-12 minute Orchid if it continues like this. I don't think he got the last hit though for the tower. Yeah, FY was the one to pick it up mid lane though. Black, he's in some trouble, but there's nothing to stop the TP out. So Dream Coil was used. EMP of course won't do anything either. Move, just gonna outrun it. Got Cold Snap, but phase shifted it out. But Black escapes, and that's probably one of the more important ones. Also how he had to just go away from Icy Size. I mean, Bottle is all well and good, but if you're not Bottle Crowing and you're not just picking up runes, doesn't really do you too much good there. At least you have the Ring of Aquila for bonus armor now. Icy Size though, 3 points into natural order, so soon enough it's gonna be maxed out and almost everybody's gonna sit on 0. Rabbit also having Tranquil Boots, gets some extra, but he has the ultimate now. Can he set up something, anything with this? Black going for this Arcane Boots now, and I guess since, well, never mind. Haste Rune picked up by, oh, it was the Elder Titan. He might try to go for a kill with this. Astral Spirit through that just creep camps, trying to get some damage for himself. If he gets this double camp as well and finds Sunshine, that's gonna be the end of the Earthshaker. But if he had ran into there, it would have been just so freaking surprising. But he still has the Haste Rune for a little while. Astral Spirit is returning Sunshine. They know he's there. Can he get the Fissure Block? Never mind, not even gonna try. Maybe they didn't know he was there immediately, so could have been an easy kill 1 versus 3. But I'm gonna try for another reconnect. Hopefully it's gonna just fix something, make things a little bit better. I mean, hopefully no action is happening during this time, or even if there is, it's for the greater good, guys, for the greater good. Yep, didn't miss any kills, all is good, guys. Looking at the Ice Blast flying mid lane. Oh, never mind. I guess, yeah, perfect world animations. For a second I was like, did he really just let it fly past the mid lane? Look at the graphs though. About a almost 3k net worth lead for Vici, as well as a 2k XP lead for them. So looking good so far. Of course, Newbee, they still have to get their blink daggers. Rabbit still working towards his Hand of Midas as well on the Doombringer. But you can never really shut down a Doombringer, and although he doesn't have the greatest of farms, I mean, he's not that far behind of Black, for example, or Ice for that matter. But they do find Banana. They clean it up with just a magic missile there, I believe. Yep, Vengeful gets the kill. But they're going to pressure the tier 1 now as well. Can they actually get the tower though? I mean, Sancheng, he's around, but he's only level 4. Earthshake really hasn't had too much impact so far. How? He should be safe. Does he have a replicate somewhere still alive, or was it killed as well? I believe he doesn't have it anymore. Yeah, it expired for sure. But Midas picked up on Rabbit now. So can just speed up the process of farming a little bit. But look at Super, I mean, it's 12 minutes in. His farm has slowed down a little bit now that he's been roaming around and not just going for last hits only. Still though, needs another 400 gold only for the Orchid. Top lane, Moo gonna come in. Might find FY if he wants to go for it as How. Gets the kill on Ice, but the silence onto Moo. FY wants to go for it instead. Mystic Flare is there as well, but not enough to get the kill. Moo dodges it, and now he's going for the silence. Phase shift out, and they get the return kill, although Moo, he came way too close to dying there himself. So that's only 2 kills for Newbee. I guess they're back in business. 2 kills for them. Getting the kill on Ice as well, who is going for the Hand of Midas of his own by the looks of it. I guess wants to be able to get like a Hex, Shivas, AC, something like that of his own as well at one point. As Rabbit, he's in the mid lane as well. Still hasn't used his Doom, but at the moment he has such low mana that if he uses the Doom, he cannot use Scorched Earth to actually just chase people down or just keep himself alive. But Ice Blast is flying mid lane, but the tower already went down, and Fenrir, he has to swap. He wants to go for somebody. I mean, they had the aggressive ward after all, but they're not gonna make it there in time. So just the tower going down. Orchid will be finished on Super soon enough now. Throw, Black was the one to get the last hit. He's going for the Yasha next. Just needs the recipe for it, so another 300 or so gold. Marksmanship already gives 30, or Precision Aura, already 37 points of damage to everybody. And is this Roshan now? They have only 1 point in the way of there, but they still might have enough with the Precision Aura. I mean, even Sky of Mage is hitting for like 130 damage. 131 even to be exact. Especially with the power threads. And okay, I guess I'm gonna have to reconnect because, well, it got completely stuck. If this reconnect doesn't work out at all, I'm just gonna try to restart Dota. Although last time that didn't help either. I restarted Dota once, I restarted Steam after as well. So when Perfect World is messed up, it kind of just is messed up for good. So fingers crossed, guys, that this reconnect will actually do something good. If not, it would be a real shame to actually miss the third and last game of the series, just because, well, first world problems, perfect world problems, I don't know. Is it still completely stuck? Oh no, I've had this once before and it didn't actually fix itself at all. I tried like reconnecting, disconnecting for 5 minutes and it didn't do anything at all, like literally nothing. So yeah, this is just no. I'm gonna try to restart Steam. And if that doesn't help Perfect World, then I guess we're kind of screwed, guys. But it's gonna have to help, right? It's gonna have to. I mean, what other choice does it have? Okay. Dota is coming back up. The loading shouldn't take all that long, so fingers crossed that if it works, we haven't missed anything. If it doesn't work, well, we wouldn't have seen it anyway. My god. Freaking Perfect World. That is why I usually, if I can avoid it, I don't even cast Chinese Dota just because of this. Because it's not a quality product that we can bring out with this. And it's not really our doing. I mean, the stream itself isn't dropping any frames. My internet isn't messing up because, well, wouldn't want to brag, but I have some pretty massive internet. But it's just from Europe to China. It's a pretty damn long way over. And even in China itself, it sometimes messes up, so things happen. Shit happens, guys. Got to deal with it. Okay, I guess it really hasn't gotten any better. I guess the servers just pretty much took a turn for the worse at one point. If they lag for pretty much everybody and everything, and I guess I'm gonna just have to try to keep on reconnecting for as long as this just goes on. Oh wow. Okay, I'm gonna try to check how the Chinese stream works for me, if that lags as well. Although, oh no, they don't even have. The thing is, I don't believe it is, or that I'm permitted, if anybody's permitted to just kind of take over their stream. Okay, so this isn't working for sure. Please, Chinese server gods, I pray to you before I click this watch that you would let this game be at least somewhat viewable. Do not lag out completely. You can lag a little bit as long as you don't freeze. Okay, guys? Pray to the Chinese stream gods. Now. But yeah, if I probably if I would restream the Chinese stream, that would be like a one-way ticket to get Twitch banned, I'm afraid. So okay, let's enjoy just the silence. I heard some birds chirping. Perfect world, why would you do this for the third game? After the first game, I was resolved, like, if the second game lags, I'm just not gonna cast it, period. But as I got the second game through, I was like, come on, let's do third game at least. But some kills happen, fun times. This isn't even slideshow Dota, because slideshow pictures would move. In this case, they really don't do anything at all. So just keep on trying. Keep my fingers crossed. Keep everybody's fingers crossed. The Chinese perfect world wall of China. I don't know. Perfect world's wall of China. I think they were like, somebody's casting us. We cannot have that happen. Let's screw over our own servers. To be honest, I'm fine as long as it like doesn't affect the players, because in the end, it's the players that have to play this correctly and not lag while doing so. But the weirdest thing is that even Dota TV lags. Oh, one thing I can try actually. If I stay in the game for long enough and then just rewind it back a little bit, not have it as live, but just as a little bit of a replay, maybe that's gonna work. But I'm gonna have to stay in the game for that. But now it looks like it kind of fixed itself, guys, so it's way better now. If it's gonna stay like this, I'm gonna keep it like this. If not, I'm actually gonna go like just back a couple of, like a minute or something. But now Black might be running into a lot of trouble. 3 heroes are abound. Sancheng, Banana, and Moo does have the blink there as well on the puck. And Black, he's gonna get found out. Cold feet, my freaking god. He just got blown up. I guess it wasn't the greatest as far as just stream lag goes, but there's the silence into Moo as well. Can he get the Mystic Flare to get the kill? I think it's gonna be enough. With Super helping out, it most certainly will be. Has the Orchid, will have the Force Staff to follow up as well. So actually I'm gonna try this now. That's actually one thing I didn't even consider before, but I'm just gonna keep going like this. So we're gonna see the kills happen again. In the meantime, I'm gonna change the hero size. Just a second. Okay. So we're gonna see if this lags again. If the lag is built into the replay. Let's just see. Cold Feet, Ice Blast, yeah. I guess it doesn't matter if it's live or if I'm like 1 minute behind or something. It's just gonna lag anyway. But I'm gonna keep it like this, since maybe I'm gonna avoid getting frozen. So I guess, I don't know. Just things are pretty freaking bad. Pretty freaking bad. But looking at the graphs at this point, it's still a lead for Vici Gaming. About 3,500 or so XP. 3.5k as well, a little bit less maybe. But even with this lag, at least we're seeing something, because I don't want to get frozen again. I really don't. But it's an epic lag fest, guys. What can we do? So, do we have any big items that have come out in the meantime? Apart from Rabbit just getting the Midas, and the BKB will be coming out next. And I guess maybe they themselves are lagging now as the game is paused. I would hope that's not the case, but maybe it's going to give some time for just all the issues to fix themselves out. Okay, I don't know, nobody's disconnected, but they're saying something. If somebody can translate, if somebody knows Chinese, then please do. But apart from the BKB being built on the Doombringer and how having yourself a BKB as well, nothing much has come out. But the thing is, even if you have a BKB, you are not entirely safe just because, well, there's a crap ton of physical damage coming out from the Precision Aura of Throw. Has the marksmanship level 2 at this point, gonna finish up a Manta Style soon enough as well. So Manta Style, it can create some extra confusion for the Doombringer, for example. You can get rid of that Waning Rift silence of the puck. So those are nice things, of course, to just dodge. If you get silence, at least you can like Manta Style and Gust in return, in hopes to just silence up whoever tries to go on you. But game is unpaused. We are really gonna get this underway once again. Still lagging somewhat, but at least it's not completely frozen, so I don't have too high standards. At least as long as I see something, it's better than nothing, really. As Black trying to farm up the Ancients, and well, with his damage should be able to do it quite easily, to be honest. And I have to say, I really haven't been the biggest supporter of just going for triple Wraith Punch, because it takes up so many item slots, and like you can see, he's already had to sell one. And don't think they really helped out like a great deal early on. I mean, it's nice, but I think 2 should be kind of the limit for you. But Super now, he's pretty mobile with the 4-staff. I mean, look at his damage as well. Precision Aura plus 54. He's hitting for 217 damage. And he's hitting pretty damn fast with Vex being almost maxed out. Moo though has picked up a Staff of Wizardry. I would expect it to be the Evil Scepter. There's a slight chance of a Dagon as well with an Null Talisman being on him already. But usually it's Evil Scepter to just make it so that it's almost impossible to kill a puck. Even with the Ancient Seal, I think Evil Scepter would be the best just to get rid of the Ancient Seal as well. Without the Ancient Seal, VG suddenly don't have that great of a way. Although then again, if you Evil Scepter, you might get Orchid set that, but therefore he's in some trouble. He's gonna go down as well here. Moo just gets an easy kill. Had to pop the Dream Coil and well, the Tornado is there. The Silence to follow as well. He cannot TP out, already used, but it got cancelled. And Puck, he's gonna go down to somebody's damage, but in the end it's a 1-for-1. Puck definitely not worth it. Super getting the kill for himself. 7, 1 and 4 on the Vex Invoker so far. Mid lane, How did use the waveform. Does want to push out the tier 1, but Super is there to defend. So not really gonna happen. As VG themselves, are they gonna commit for something? I mean, Ice Ice has picked up an Ultimate Orb. So I think it's a Lincoln Sphere in the making. Probably not for himself, but to use it on the Draw Ranger or the Invoker even. Sometimes it can be useful even on yourself. I mean, I think like Doom on the Draw or Elder Titan might be the best choices. But Super in the Ghost Walk, trying to hunt for something, anything at all. As Fenrir gonna come in now as well. They want to go for the tier 2. I mean, Precision Aura even works on illusions these days. So that's why Manta Style is that much stronger on Draw anyway. Even just if it wouldn't be able to dispel anything with it. But look at this tower go down, man. If there was a Mask of Madness on top of this as well. But Ice Blast does come out, so Black is gonna have to back off for now. Are they gonna go really for a fight? I mean, Ice says he's around the tower, that does go down. Might have gotten denied, might not have. Who the hell knows with this just perfect word lag coming out. But Yule Scepter is near completion for Moo now. Chem picked up on the Vengeful Spirit as well. So they want to just start gaining some map control. Maybe they want to make sure that Super actually, when he runs around with the Ghost Walk, that nothing is there to spot him out and Newbee cannot really set up a bait for that or something. But how? What does he have flying out? It is an Eagle Song. So I guess he's going for a shotgun. I can't say I don't mind the choice, especially when he has a BKB himself. But if he morphs heavily into agility and there's the Elder Titan Aura at the same time, even BKB might not save you from just the mass physical damage that VG they have at their disposal really when the Draw is alive. Or not doomed with Aghanim Scepter, but the Aghanim Scepter not coming out anytime soon, Rabbit. Might want to go for a Blink first. I mean, yes, you have a BKB, but you actually need to get to your target as well. Never mind, picks up a Plate Mail instead. So not gonna go for an Aghanims at all. Just I guess Shiva's guard or AC. Definitely not a bad choice against Elder Titan to just get it as fast as possible, to be honest, but... Well, for Newbee's sake, I hope it's gonna be good enough for them. But I think Vici, for now, having a lead, any kind of lead, is good enough for them. Although, late game, you just never ever want to face a Doombringer late game. Just when he gets the Refresher Orb and gets double ultimate, you're suddenly 2 heroes behind in a fight. Unless VG Gaming start really amassing Link and Spheres, just get really a multitude of them. Ice might not even go for one, might go for a Hex instead to just not go for the defensive items, but rather end the game yourself earlier on. But Tornado does miss completely, at least for the heroes. They still defend the tower for a little bit. Rabbit is silenced up, but has a BKB of Newbee, although he's dropping pretty damn low just to the Arcane Bolt spam of FY. And do they want to go back in? Does not look like it. As Moo, he's on the run. He's gonna get silenced up as well. Can they chase him down there? Well, more silences, but he has the Dual Scepter, so the Orchid was a little bit preemptive. Never mind, they get the kill anyway. BKB is there for How. He comes in, and my god, I'm gonna have to reconnect because this is just not working. Black, he's gonna get Echo Slam in the meantime. The Doom is there as well, but will it even be enough? Now Ice Blast comes out, but Sanshang, he goes down. Rabbit gonna go down to the physical damage as well. This is kind of a disaster. How does come in, clean up super now, and Black both. So How, he's the saving grace, gets Fender and might even survive. Ice. Strength Morph is activated. They're gonna stay and man fight this, I think. Although, maybe not the greatest of choice. Ice still hurting quite a lot even with his own right clicks, but How, he has enough with the Ancient Aberration backing them up. So this was just a horrible lag. Never mind, it's not gonna make it better, I guess. So I'm gonna try to reconnect, although with this reconnect, I'm gonna be a little bit more ahead of time. But even with me being ahead of time, probably it might be worth it. But guys, remain calm, remember, it's only a game. What good advice. What good advice from the loading screen. So we have had some more kills. The lag is still the same as well, didn't really help too much as How. He's on the hunt for something, anything at all. They will get the Dual Scepter onto Fender, so they're probably going to leave Fender to die, or are they? Super, he's around as well. 4-step on Fender, they want to save his teammate, but How, he comes in with the Replicate, wants to still go for it. Waveform forward, and Fender move will catch up to him, gets the Waning Rift. So, despite Super's best intentions, they get the kill anyway. Elder Titan still up to 3k gold, and although they lost a pretty huge fight, they're still fine, although How, having a Butterfly, so never mind, not a shotgun. I think it's probably for the better to go for the Butterfly, just because there is that crazy amount of physical damage coming out, and no, dudes, don't lag like this. Oh god, why, oh why, it doesn't make much sense. But they were smoked up. Smoke does expire, I think, not break. Super just running around with Ghost Walk. He's super speedy now, has an ultimate orb, so I guess a Linken's or Hex of his own now, coming out. Ice, 3.5k gold. He can only go for a Hex, but oh, if he dies now, he's gonna lose so much gold. He's so damn close, but he even gets doomed up as well, to make sure he doesn't TP out or do anything of the sort. So he's gonna go down. Newbee, they get another kill. How, getting bigger and bigger, up to 3.3k gold. He's just pulling so far ahead. It's just because usually if you have a draw, you want to like be pushing towers and probably even getting team fights, but they're just unable to get proper ones, and wow, what the hell is this, guys? Mid lane, How, never mind, pops the BKB, he's gonna be safe. Well, at least you get the 9-second BKB out of him, but you just would rather get the kill than just a BKB activation in any case. But Network Fleet now, once again in Newbee's favor by about 2k, XP 4k or so, so it's been a pretty huge swing within the last few team fights. Nice Rabbit, up to 2.5k gold as well. If he gets a Shivas or an AC, either one, he's just gonna be, I wouldn't say unkillable, but at least he can play the part of just the frontline tank. But the BKB is there on Black now. He can just BKB and stand his own ground as well. Of course, unless you get doomed, especially before the BKB, then you're just royally screwed and run for dear life. But he's hitting pretty hard. Fender has 2 points into Vengeance Aura as well. With that, the draw is hitting for more than 300 damage. Otherwise, 290 damage, I think it is. Or never mind, might even be more, but they smoke up now. Do they want to go for Roshan or do they want to go for a fight? I would try to reconnect, but since Roshan is going on, it's probably not a great time to go for one. Alacrity on Black as well to speed it up even more. Fender maxed out Wave of Terror. Plenty of damage to go around. So they're gonna get it rather easily so. And Newbee, they couldn't even react at all. Some of them are a little bit low. Sunshine would probably want to get some mana. And he's so close to the blink as well. So God, there's still smoke. Smoke does expire on Elder Titan. Okay, screw it. Gonna go for another reconnect. My god. Chinese. In the future, I'm just gonna try to avoid casting anything in China that happens in China. Just because it doesn't look like Estonia to China. It's just too hospitable. And well, oh, thank you, server. Thank you. They got the Roshan. But Shiva's is finished, so I guess it's nice that it shows that. So Dawnbreaker has the Shiva's finished now. Didn't go for the AC, but he can leave it for later or somebody else. Although I don't think there's somebody else to build it. Blink on Sunshine though, level 2 Echo Slam as well. This fight, even with the ages, might go horribly sour for VG if they don't know there's a Blink Echo Slam to be afraid of. Rabbit also, no Blink, but he's on the high ground. Oh, he gets swapped back in, the Hex comes out. Mudo, he comes in with a beautiful Dream Coil. Black will have enough damage anyway with his own BKB. How in the backlines, he wants to do as much damage as he can, but can he do it solo? Chanchen comes in with a nice Echo Slam, but he's going to go down instead as well. So is he 2 for 1 now? The swap set everything up. Doombringer did literally nothing at that fight. Just Elder Titan's Hex coming into play there as well. So nice kills. Throws does stay alive, so that means the push can still continue. Oh, there was another split there. Good to know. I guess I'm gonna have to try for another restart since there's probably not gonna be a fight, but... Oh god. Freaking perfect world. At least I'm still a supporter of it. At least it's something. At least something is happening. I don't think we can get rid of the lag if I've tried reconnecting like God knows how many times. I've really lost count by now. But Black, that BKB came in handy so bad in that fight. Without the BKB, they would have all just gotten silenced, Dream Coiled. But, well, the swap onto an illusion, never mind. Just a replicate how he comes in, he wants to go for the kill, activates the BKB as well, but he doesn't have enough chasing power. I mean, I guess he gets Fender with an adaptive strike. Even without shotgun, does quite a lot of damage, but he gets silenced now. Can they get the puck? Mystic Flares as well. Oh my freaking god. I guess Hex is a good way to make sure he doesn't use himself out of anything. But FY, he's gonna go down now. He loses the gem as well, so a pretty nice kill. A 2 for 2 so far as Black. He's on the run, but he has the ages, he has the double damage as well. Gust onto How. Not gonna be enough though, as Tornado will completely whiff. It's so weird that it's like you see them run almost normally, yet the abilities come that much later. I guess it's a lot harder for connections to just pass abilities over because they're so flashy and take more bandwidth, more data to just transmit. Okay, so leave the game open and then reconnect. Like this. Maybe it's gonna help, I don't know. Devilish Crusader, if this help, oh never mind. Whoever suggested it, oh. Sumuka. If it freaking works, I will love you for the rest of my life. If it works. For now, not looking too shabby, I guess. I guess it makes more sense, right? Sumuka, you freaking rule for now. You rule for now indeed. Looking at the graph though, they've dropped slightly down, but it's kind of an even game. I mean, 34 minutes in, about a 1500 in net worth lead. Only a 1500 one, I mean. 3k in XP as well. But 1.5k on ISS as well. The Hand of Midas definitely has paid off. I mean, for levels, for having the Hex as well. Without that, I highly doubt he would have it just because, well, they haven't really been fighting or winning fights that much. Puck though, he's working towards the Hex of his own. Gonna be rather slow on it though. And do we have a Blink finally? Never mind. Nope. Super in the meantime has picked up himself a Lincoln Sphere. I mean, he has enough damage with the Precision Aura anyway. How much do they actually get from it? It's 69 points of it at this point. He Ghost Walks up as well. for extra movement speed. Even FY has himself that Eul Scepter now. As Fenrir just face boots, drums, magic wand, and an Urn of Shadows. Respawn of Roshan will happen in 3 minutes and 15 seconds. As Black will have another item coming out by that time. Has 2.2k gold. Like, yeah, he's going to go for a Monkey King bar. So they want to make sure that Morphling's Butterfly doesn't mean anything at all. At least if it's the Drow Ranger right clicking him. But he also has an Eye of Skadi now and a Plate Mill picked up. So everybody wants just value armor. I think he might be the one to finish up AC. Rabbit might want to go for like a Refresher Orb instead. And I try to read the comments on chat whenever I can, but solo casting, it's not that easy. I have to make sure I don't miss any kills, because, well, if I do, chat is gonna flame me so damn hard. So it's not that easy to just keep the camera work and read the chat too often, and keep on talking at the same time. But look at Newbee, they're just so damn grouped up, they don't want to get picked off by anybody. Sancheng though, I think he was a little bit too far from my liking, so he wouldn't really been able to counter initiate properly with an Echo Slam. So, Ice Size up to another 2k gold. There's another smoke. MKB, the Monkey Bar finish. Look at the damage on Drow with the Vengeance Aura. He's hitting for, well, not quite 500 damage, but it's 482. So that's good enough, to be honest. Close enough to 500 if you ask me. 24 armor on herself as well. But can they get the kills? Can they get the Hex onto How? The Silence comes out first, but the Hex is there as well. They need a little bit more. The Dream Coil, it's perfect. Black, he's gonna get doomed up. He has the BKB, so they get How anyway. But will it be enough? Oh, the Blink Echo Slam lands at least on 2 Black. He's on the run still. Not taking too much damage, but he is now. But super, he's on the run, dropping low. Shiva's Guard to slow him down. Linken's is popped. They get the kill. It's a 2 for 2 so far. As FY, or Fender rather, gonna get thrown up in there. Nothing to stop the TP. Level diff on cooldown. Yules was used to stop him to begin with. So a 2 for 2. But considering the Blink Dream Coil coming out from Mu, as well as Rabbit getting the Doom onto the Drow rather early on, it was still excellent of a fight. And Morphling, I think he got a little bit too complacent there. I think he should have popped the BKB preemptively once he got silenced, pretty much. Had that happened, had he not gotten hexed, this would have been a completely different fight. I think VG might have just gotten completely wiped. Black almost certainly would have died. I mean, just one waveform over him. I have Scotty to slow him down while he's doomed, so he just can't run away. Still, decent fight for Newbee, I think. But if you look at the net worth, it's starting to just kind of have like a stair effect. Just Radiant Tire, and so on, if you know what I mean. 1900 on FY as well. I guess you can try to go for a Hex even on a Sky of Mage. Although it's not going to be all that fast. But, I mean, 1 Hex is definitely good, but you can never have too many Hexes in the lineup. FY though, oh god, he's so dead. Fisher into Ice Blast. Eul Scepter tries to buy some time, but even Rabbit comes in with a Shiva's card to just ensure the kill. Do we have, well, Banana unfortunately nowhere near an Aghanim Scepter, so no 17-second duration on the Ice Blast. Just because Sancheng, he has farm priority for the most part. Although now that he has the Blink Dagger, Banana might have it, but there's just not enough space to farm, at least not safely so as a support. But Vici, they're grouping up now. Just getting doomed is kind of the end of a fight, although he did manage to bring down the Morphling anyway after it. But Hex is picked up on the puck now, thanks to that one good fight. Oh, the swap back onto How, he gets hexed up immediately. That's gonna be an easy kill. Black did pop the BKB, he's even Linken stopped as well. So he had just extreme safety on him. But he had to use the BKB still, it's worth if you get a kill on Morphling like that. Beautiful initiation from Fender, like absolutely great stuff coming out from him. Fabulous, I have to say. That swap, level 2, not the biggest of ranges, but it was enough by the looks of it. And just the immediate Hex to follow as well from Ice's Eyes. They were so ready, they were so coordinated with this. But 3k up on Rabbit. Morphling, well, hasn't picked up anything since he has died twice in a row now. And Vici, they're going for a Roshan. It's number 3. It's gonna have cheese as well. Oh man. With the Alacrity, it's gonna be way too fast. 500 plus damage. Roshan is already down. Ice Blast does come in. But Sancheng, he's in trouble. He's on the high ground. He's gonna go down as well. 2 heroes down. No buyback on either of them. Can they go for more though? Mu should have enough just mobility and speed. Although F5 with his own new scepter, never mind. Gonna give up on the chase. Super. Is he gonna pick up the cheese? Yes, he is. So, cheese on Invoker. Throw has the ages. So, even if you get doomed now, you're gonna come back anyway. So, you might as well stand your ground and fight. Ice, ice, ice. He wants to go for a rabbit, but rabbit PKBs and TPs out. Still getting a BKB usage is not all that bad. Fenrir was almost in range even. If he has a blink, or if he got the blink of his own or a 4-staff, next time around, that kind of just BKB TP would not work. But 24 to 26 now. Crafts once again in Vici's favor, only by 1k net worth though. XP almost zeroed out as well, so 40 minutes in. This game is anybody's to take. And I guess I'm gonna just try to reconnect since nothing much is happening. Maybe it's gonna help a little bit, but I mean this game has been ups and downs for both. Not too much. I mean there's been like one swing for both sides pretty much, but Vici, they are taking command of this game, especially with the ages now, and Black has himself a Eagle Song of his own, so his own Butterfly will be coming, and a Monkey King bar won't be coming out anytime soon on anybody on Newbee. So the best Newbee can hope for maybe is wait for the ages to expire, get the jump on Black before his BKB with their own Hex, the Doom to follow. But as you can see, Super, he just keeps on Lincoln Sphering Black, just to make sure. I mean, Black is a huge source of their damage. Not only does he hurt a lot himself with the right clicks, him staying alive, providing the precision aura, also just makes the entirety of VG strong. I mean, they get 78 points of damage. It's like almost a free Monkey King bar almost. At least like pure damage wise. And once he finishes up the Butterfly, even more agility to be gained from that. But this is epic slideshow now. Didn't get any better, might have even gotten a little bit worse, but since this game is probably gonna end soon enough, I'm just gonna stick it with that, or stick like that. Restarting your client, I've tried that before, it didn't help either, so I'm not even gonna waste time with that. Nice Black, he's electrocuted up now, come on Lag, don't get worse at least. Why are you doing this? Okay, this is a situation where I definitely don't want to reconnect, because, well, they're freaking knocking at the door on the base. Sunshine is in position for a Blink Echo Sun. So the Fisher is there, Alacrity comes out, the Doom is there. They want to actually go for the fight, but Black is going to go down once. Can they get him the second time? Fenrir, he's going to get hexed up by Moo. Super, they are all backing off as well. Massive freeze is coming out. 2 heroes dead. And the Aegis, but Black comes in with the BKB. No marksmanship though. Can he do enough? No, not by only by himself. Super though will help out by a little bit with Ice being there. The Hex comes out on Moo. Black should have enough now. Yes, they get the puck down. Banana, he's on the run as well. Black, Cold Feet proc. Can they actually chase him down? Maybe. They need some slows. The Fisher is there. They need a little bit more waveform forward, but Super saves him for now. Rabbit blinks forward. Oh, the Ghost a little bit too late. So they get the Aegis, they get the kill. They're going to get Super to follow as well. Or will they? No, the Echo Stomp lands on free. My god, Ice. What a freaking savior he was. And Super just Ghost walks away, and with this, I don't think he's going to get chased down. Do we have a gem on Doom or something? No, we don't, so I'm going to try to reconnect now. God, that was one of the most horrible team fights visually that I've seen for quite some time. But look at this, Rabbit has himself an Oblivion Staff. After that fight, he pretty much has himself the Refresher Orb finished as well, I believe. Gem on Banana now, which they got from Fenrir. Elder Titan might be going for I think it's this is a Lincoln's now. I guess there's a like slight chance of a Refresher Orb, double Earth Splitter, double Hex. Double Hex definitely wouldn't be a bad thing, but I don't think it would be that strong. And it's really just a farm having slowed down this much. If, for example, if they had Invoker with more farm having a Hex on him as well, things would be a lot better as the game gets paused. So I guess it just gives us a little bit of time for things to just maybe even themselves out server wise. Oh, sweet water. Sweet water. But looking at the last hits now, as we have time, 281 on Morphling, 280 on the Drow. So fairly even that way. Drow still has the cheese as well, just didn't have a perfect opportunity to use it. Also, if you finish up the Butterfly, things will be a lot easier, but there's going to be a double Doom on Rabbit, and Late game Doom is always freaking scary, and even Morphling just getting bigger and bigger, although he hasn't gotten really an item upgrade for quite some time. He's still close enough to it, and well, Doombringer, his refresher recipe with the courier flying out towards the side shop as we speak. So that's gonna be a refresher finished. Don't think it's gonna have enough money for buyback immediately, but it's gonna have it soon enough. And looking at the buybacks in general, more or less, yeah, it's only the supports not having it. So Morphling, if only he got some more damaging items, or I guess the AC already does count as somewhat of a damaging item. I mean, nobody has too high of an armor. The Drow is definitely sitting at the highest at this point. On their team, that is. Otherwise, it's mostly the Morphling in most cases. Although he isn't just morphed into agility too heavily, just because otherwise, if you get hexed and you're like, what, at 1k HP, 1.3, you're gonna die way too fast. I mean, Drow, he's hitting for 400 plus when he's alive with Precision Aura. And the Vengeance Aura especially being there as well. But Invoker does disconnect now, so I guess this is probably the reason of the pause here. But Rabbit, he is the key man for Newbee. I guess Ice Blasts aren't too shabby either to just help with the kills. Even Puck, to be honest, now with his Hex. In the last fight we saw just that coming into play. Blink Hex, Fender couldn't do anything, couldn't swap out somebody defensively. Otherwise, if there would have just been a Doom on Drow, and even though he had the Aegis, they still might have wanted to commit the swap to it just to make sure that the Doom ends and you don't lose the Aegis. That would have been a huge advantage to Vici, but unable to do so. Also Puck coming in from a nice angle, getting a Dream Coil. Even Invoker might want to consider a BKB at some point, to be honest. But also Hex would be nice, or just some damaging items. So they're falling a little bit behind, or at least they're losing momentum. I mean, the graphs still equal. I mean, there's only like, what, a 300 or 290 difference in XP net worth wise. About what, 630, so that's pretty much nothing in both graphs. I mean, we're 44 minutes in after all. And do we have any massive items that we completely missed? I doubt it, but maybe so. Fenrir, I mean, he has the Blink Dagger. We haven't mentioned it, but he's had it for a couple of minutes by now. So don't think so. Black still a pretty damn beast as far as his damage output goes, but he has to be able to stay at the back lines, and that's one thing that VG actually is probably lacking, just the so-called frontline tank, who can just kind of zone people out from the Drow Ranger. There's just nobody like that at this point. I guess the best choice is that once the Drow gets close upon, once the waveform is already used, for example on the Morphling, you just swap him out. Something like that. But they have to be careful that if he doesn't have his BKB activated and he got Dream Coil before, the swap is going to break the Dream Coil, so he's just going to get stunned rather, not silenced, and just stand there getting wrecked. But 27 to 27 the kill score. I guess with the kill score, everything with the graphs being as even, it's not too often you see such a game. But it's a fitting game for game 3. Just both teams trying to do their absolute damnedest to just kind of win the game. Looking at the kill defs. Though Morphling, the best of 12, 3 and 1. Quite a lot of kills, to be honest. I mean, at one point though, he was way farther ahead. He had like 15 to 16,000 net worth when Drow had 11. Now though, Drow is actually leading Morphling. That's just the 2 kills that he suffered earlier on. Both with the just newly acquired Hex of the Elder Titan. So don't know, they're still not ready for some weirdest reason. Hopefully gonna be so soon enough. But 2500 now on Invoker. I still think BKB or Hex, either or. There's a small chance that you might want to go for like a Monkey King bar of your own. Just focus down Morphling as hard as you possibly can. But Hex might give you the jump, and to be honest I think it might even be worth it to just try to kill Doombringer as fast as possible rather than the Morphling. Because especially if you can prevent double Doom. I mean, Morphling cannot really do too much to help out the Doombringer if he's the one getting hexed. I think it might be a worthy choice if Vici can find the Doom like that. But Doom, having a Blink Dagger, it should always come in from like slightly more behind, and If he comes in, he should always have his BKB activated or activated immediately as the blink finishes. But looks like nothing really is going on. Nobody's saying anything. Just, they like pauses. Who doesn't like pauses? Well, I know somebody who has 2 thumbs. It's me! No, it's not just Doom. He's always gonna be the Doombringer. So, Morphling, what do you guys think? Shivas or AC? I would hope it's an AC. I mean, first of all, they have 1 Shivas already. Plus AC would give you more value, at least it gives you some nice attack speed and everything as well. Bonus armor for yourself, minus for the enemy. Not too shabby, especially since Doombringer not gonna have his own AC for a really long time, so might not even build for one. Might be... Actually, I would like to see a Hex coming out next from Doombringer. Screw the Aghanim Scepter, you don't really need it that bad anyway anymore. So, just after this, get the Hex. So you're gonna have double Doom, double Shivas, double BKB, and double Hex. That's just gonna be too devastating for almost any lineup to overcome. A super disconnects once again. This is not in the script, guys. Why are they disconnecting? Just finish game, guys. Finish game. It's not that hard. I swear, it's not hard. How fast was the second game? Pretty fast. I think it was like pre-30-minute GG. But this game, nope. It wants to lag. It wants to delay things out. Go really long. But Puck, up to 2.1k gold. I guess he can go for a refresher of his own, double Dream Coil, make it so the throw can't escape anywhere. I guess Aghanims wouldn't be like the worst choice in the world either, especially with the BKBs being down to, well, 6 seconds. Is he the only one to have BKB on his team? I believe so, yes, the black throw, the only one with a BKB on their side. Newbee having 2 of them, Rabbit and How both, and, well, it was the first item BKB. It is down to 5 seconds as well for the Doombringer, also 5. But 5 might just be enough up against Vici to just kind of toys like the first EMP Tornado after that. Invoker, he can still hurt a lot with the right clicks, just thanks to the Precision Aura. So Newbee, if they just take out the draw, it's pretty much fight 1 for them. But if they don't use Doom on him, he's going to be able to pop cheese next time around. But after Butterfly, Draw might want to even just go for something like a Satanic, although I guess up against Doom it doesn't help that much, but even raw HP is probably not going to be too useful. Maybe just go for Daedalus next then, Butterfly into Daedalus, just maximize your damage output. Even if you get Doom, just go all out right click. Since you're most likely not going to be able to run away anyway. It depends if Ender gets an Ice Swap or if he has already gotten hit by an Ice Blast as well, for example. And speaking of Ice Blasts, never mind. Banana still nowhere near his Aghanim Scepter. At least he's almost level 16, so gonna have that level 3 Ice Blast to work with. Come on guys, really? How long has this freaking post been already? I know it's been too long, but how long exactly? No freaking clue. Skyrar still has the ultimate orb and another 1.3k gold. I do believe he's sat on this kind of amount for a really long time, and looking at his KDA 3, 10 and 9, I think he did pretty well earlier on, but now it's just kind of dying. Mystic Flare loses its value, especially up against BKB targets or just targets who have like a Newell Scepter or something. Although the Mystic Flare can still do quite a lot. I mean, if you catch a puck, he's still not that tanky. I mean, 1500 HP with a level 3 Mystic Flare doing 1400. Of course, there's still magic resistance to account for. So the 1400 will turn into 1050, should be, with the 25% reduction. Yes. Come on, Super! Don't be a party pooper. Reconnect. Oh, that's exactly what he does. He has reconnected. He listened. Good boy, Super. So I really don't know. We've already looked at the effigies for, I think it was game number 1 maybe. There's really this only one. A Shadow Shaman for Newbee. For Sancheng. Come on, guys. Guys. I'm gonna just go full retard here soon enough. They're not even saying, oh, yes! Vici! Go has been given Newbee. They are ready as well. We are gonna get the show underway once again. We are gonna see some awesome slideshow Dota now. Getting so pumped up for slideshows. What the hell is this? It was the Morphling. Morphling leaves behind glittery zones. Okay, frick it. So I'm gonna try to reconnect then if it's not working at all anyway. Okay, now, is it any better? I doubt it. It's just annoying. I have to put free camera on every single time after I do it. So I will just keep going like this till the end, till the bitter end, guys. To infinity and beyond. But Black, with the alacrity on him as well, he's hitting pretty fast, pretty hard. But can he just freely right click? That is the hardest part. There's a smoke up from Newbee as well. They have the refresher up, they want to go and fight. Astral Spirit is there, it's gonna pass through some units, so even with the smoke being there, if you look at the Astral Spirit closely, you're gonna notice. But oh, they get the Hex onto FY, they get the Kill Fender, he's gonna be next, he even gets doomed up, just for good measure. I mean, I guess if you have two dooms, you can afford to do it. And those supports, they do not have buyback. But can they even force the issue there? I still think that this doom was rather an overkill, but he activates the refresher orb now as well. So I guess they want to just force the issue immediately. AC finished now on How as well, so it's probably pretty damn perfect timing for you to go push. Echo Stomp does delay it out a little bit, but it's only Rabbit that got hit. Creeps didn't even lose a single point of HP or anything. And How with the AC, he's sitting 42 armor at the moment. Of course, Elder Titan gonna make it only 15, but even 15 is a hell of a lot better than he used to have before. So that's a tier 2 down. 19 seconds, 18 seconds for both supports, more or less. Another TP is coming, but they have to cancel the TP. Or was it blink out straight after? Might have been. The Butterfly finished on Black now, so he's gonna have the evasion himself. Nice Echo Stomp buys some extra seconds, valuable ones. Tornado is there as well, so they're gonna back off for now. They're not gonna force the issue, but Roshan... Since I reconnected or since the server lags so much, I don't know when Roshan is gonna respawn. But with the AC, if they were the ones to get Roshan now, if they were the ones holding the Aegis and the cheese, I think that might be GG, but how? He's just sitting in the Roche pit, TPing out. Of course, on the flip side, Newbee, they cannot really allow for Vici to get it either. I mean, last time around, even with the Aegis and cheese on Vici's side, Newbee still won a fight. Of course, cheese wasn't even used, but even so, next time around, you might be facing 2 cheeses then. FY. He's just not getting any gold at all. If he had the Linkets, if he had the Hex, just anything from that ultimate orb, things would be so much better. Another Sunstrike. They're just scouting out Roche as often as they can, and probably smartly so. Roshan is a thing you cannot give away. It's, I think, the 4th Roshan of the game it would be. Of course, it doesn't matter whether it's the 3rd or 4th. I mean, it's gonna be a cheese and Aegis the same way. But Moo has picked up a refresher orb, not refresher orb, the Perseverance. So I think it's a refresher orb in the making. There's a small chance of a Linkens. I guess Linkens, just to put it on a Morphling, for example, or a Doombringer. Or even on himself, just to make sure they don't get hexed. It wouldn't be too shabby. I mean, Vici, they have a couple of things to get rid of the Linkens, but... Arcane Bolts, they need to actually connect or reach the target before they pop the Linkens. You cannot just activate Arcane Bolt and have the Linkens immediately. Ancient Shield can do that, but... You would want the Ancient Shield for the puck to actually get the kill. Not anything else. But both teams playing extremely passive at the moment. I guess Rabbit waiting, or the entirety of Newbee waiting for the refresher orb to come off cooldown now. It is 23 seconds left only on it, so Not gonna have to wait for too long. 4k gold on Doom as well. I swear to God, if he gets Hex now, and has double Hex and double ultimate and double Shivas, Vici, they're just not gonna be able to fight. At least not without the Aegis and Gs. They still have HEs though on black. If he gets Doom though, probably not gonna be able to use it. Unless he survives the Doom. Which is not gonna be an easy feat. And even if you do, usually you're so close to your base just because you've been running like all hell that you don't want to use the Gs at that point anyway. Mudo scouts out Roshan, but he's gonna get caught, or is he? Never mind. Phase shift first. He sees them coming with his Observer Ward, so he's gonna be fine. He even pops the Dream Coil, which completely was. Oh, the swap is there, the move. He will up a trap, but he comes in the Doom onto black. Can he do more? He's gonna pop the Shivas. Refresher is there as well. What? The second Doom was already used. Didn't even see it, but black, he goes down. Oh, never mind. He still has the second Dooms now. I guess it's just perfect word lag. But 3 heroes dead. Super might be next if they get any slowed, anything done. Never mind. They're gonna take Roshan instead. So 3 perfect kills coming out. Just black completely taken out of the fight. Couldn't get any damage done. And since he finished up the butterfly, there's no buyback. 70 seconds on the sidelines. That's gonna be easy Rosh. And not only that, it might mean easy Rex as well. Did he even get to use his cheese there? Or did he just hand the cheese over? He even used the cheese. I'm not too sure if it was like a misclick or he actually dropped low before he got doomed, but that's even worse for them. So now how? He's the one holding the Aegis. Rabbit, he has an Aghanim Scepter now as well. Another 2.5 after that, 5k after that. I guess it's still a nice enough pickup, the Aghanims. For the damage, for just disabling passives as well. No natural order, no precision aura for example. So that way, once Tro gets doomed, even if he stays alive, at least there's no damage. Like really no damage on VG after that. Tro is too huge of a part for success for them, I think. Refresher is finished on Elder Titan, so double ultimate, double Hex is decent-ish, I guess. But oh, Rabbit is going to win. The Link ends his pot first, Doom onto Super with the Hex as well. Dream Coil lands onto. It's too big of a disaster. Do they have buyback? Invoker does not. Mystic Flare move will go down. Never mind. Pops the cheese. He's alive. Tro will respawn as well with Fender. He's going to go down first, or is he? They're chasing a little bit too far. They get the 1 kill, but Banana pops the Ghost Scepter, stays alive, but the Arcane Bots will do him in. In the meantime, how? He's going to have to escape as well. Pretty damn low, and Doombringer loses his life, so they definitely dove way too deep. They could have easily gotten the second set of racks safely. But in the end, they chose to just go to the fountain to get a vengeful spirit kill, which was in no way worth it. I mean, they got the Invoker like, where? Like here, I think. Like here. And, well, Vengeful died like here. So, had they just gone back for racks, would have been easy double set of racks. Still though, all of Newbee, they have buybacks, whereas VG, none of them do. 6k gold on how? I guess sell your boots, maybe? You might even want to sell BKB, although preemptive BKB to stop the Hex is definitely nice. I guess you can go like this at the moment when you have the Aegis anyway. You can lose Aegis, then die again, then buy back, buy Boots of Travels and just go in. $6k freaking gold. Is it the highest? Yes, by quite a huge margin. I mean, everybody in Newbee has 2k plus. If it continues like this, even Ancient Apparition is gonna have himself that Aghanims at one point. But Puck did go for a Link and Sphere instead of the Refresher. Can't say I really expected that coming, but I guess you can't get swapped back in, or I still like using Linkens on a Morphling or Doom. It's not that bad to well, Scarf Mage, he just went down. Echo Slam was even used for that. Not too sure if it's even worth it in such a case, but a kill is a killer now. Oh, might be in trouble. Super, he finds him. The Hex comes out from Ice Ice. The Magic Missile to follow. If they get just a jump like that onto anybody, it's definitely an easy kill. I mean, 1.8k HP, while your Hex top is just absolutely nothing this late into the game. Or just with, I guess they have enough damaging heroes. I mean, even the Vengeful Spirit with the Vengeance Aura and the Precision Aura, hitting for 246 damage. Super is hitting for 300 and plus slightly. Has a BKB of his own. 9-second one, but can he get it up higher? Or his damage up higher? Is he gonna go for Monkey Kimbar next to deal with the Butterfly? Or what's the next choice for himself? I guess there's a small chance of a Refresher, but never mind. So far has picked up a Plate Mail. AC definitely won't go amiss, and a bit surprising that nobody has it yet. I mean, maybe even for Elder Titan, it would have been a little bit better to have the AC than just a book. I don't know why I said the book even, but I completely zoned out for a second there. But looking at the net worths, Morphling, leading the charge, Doombringer is the second. I mean, Drow is still rather farmed, but... Do we have double Doom again? Oh yes, we do. Rabbit, he is so ready to fight. Buyback status up, and the fight comes out. The BKB is there from How. But Super, he's gonna have to escape. Unfortunately, Black, they couldn't force that BKB out, and now Morphling in some trouble. He gets hexed up as well, but he has the Aegis. Doesn't even matter, Rabbit, he comes in. Oh, no Doom. It gets dodged by a nice Lincoln Sphere. Who's he gonna Doom next? It's Fenrir first. Is he going for the second even? Shiva's card not popped yet for some weird reason. He goes down. He got the second Doom off onto something. At least it says so. Not too sure. Maybe it was into a Lincoln or something else. But Fenrir, he even stays alive at 2 for 2. They lose an Aegis Morphling. They lose a Morphling again. That's just too much slideshow, I guess. So how he goes down. They only kill an Morphling. They even use 2 Dooms. So that's pretty much the perfect opportunity for VG. I mean, even if Newbee have buybacks, which they do, they don't have the double Doom. And that's pretty important if you're VG, I would think. Unfortunately, Roshan isn't there for a length of time still. Was the Aegis? Never mind, the Aegis wasn't reclaimed, was it? Before the death? I wouldn't think so. He probably just died twice. With maybe like another Hex to follow with the Refresher Hex. Refresher was used, so I guess it was double Hex from Elder Titan. Sunshine though, he's on the side. Double damage will wear off, but Echo Slam is level 3. If anybody gets close enough to the creeps, they are just gonna get disintegrated in an instant. But they're not gonna go in that deep. Black in the meantime has 6.3k gold. He still has a town TP scroll. Swap out their threads, get booster travels, and then get... I don't even know. I still think like Daedalus might be a fine choice. Ice Ice up to another 2.7k gold as well. Manta style now, finish on the Morphling. I guess more split pushing, getting rid of Ancient Seal maybe when you have the BKB on cooldown. Vladimir's offering though, picked up on Vengeful. So they're starting to build the auras, extra base damage. I mean, lifesteal, nobody will really benefit from that since they're so stacked on ranged heroes. As Sunshine, another just Blink Echo Slam committed for a Skyriff Mage, but at least he's down for good. Now though, Rabbit has himself the enemies 4k after this as well. More damage, longer duration slightly so. And I guess it's just some nice stats. Allows you to go for an easier refresher orb as well. But the biggest thing is that if you stay close, the Doom will refresh itself. But Newbee, they're the ones on the hunt now with the Invis rune on Rabbit. Well, he's gonna go in, Doom up, Ice Ice, and the waveform will follow Adaptive Strike. Is there a few more right clicks? The Doom damage will be enough with the level death. As well, at least Super comes through with a Ghost Walk, but oh no! Fenrir in the backlines, he goes down as well. Ice. What? He bought back. So they need the Hex, double Hex, preferably if they have it. But Rabbit doesn't have a Doom for another 35 seconds either. Hex on cooldown for Moo. So they might not be able to breach high ground. Black Lincoln's popped first. EMP was it used? Or is it just a gust? Not even too sure. BKB on Howdah forced out too. That's pretty nice. Ice Blast is flying. In return, Hex comes out to Dream Coil. Does come out as well, so they might get Black, but no how. He's the one on the forced forward, but the Hex is enough to get the kill on him. My freaking god, Moo now. Trying to man fight Super as Sunshine. He's on the run as well, Ice Ice. He's smacking pretty damn hard to be honest at this point. I mean, hitting for 280 damage. Rabbit now another Hex. Refresher Orb is used. Earth Splitter comes down. Can they get Rabbit somehow? The silence is there. They're going to chase him down. Frost Arrows to slow him. It's a 4 for 1. Was it really 4 for 1? Drow did buyback, so never mind. I guess it was a 4 for 2, but Indian still worth it. But Newbee, all of them do have buybacks. Refresher Orb was already used by Doom though, so that's a little bit unfortunate. 5k gold now on Doombringer as well. He's level 25. How many do we have at 25? It's 3 heroes. Puck getting close there as well, I guess. Less than half a level away. Up to another 5.3k of gold of his own. But Black, he's like, screw this guys. I don't have buyback anyway. I might as well go for the full Daedalus. More damage, please. Even without the Vengeance Aura, he's hitting for... Oh my god. Okay, with the Vengeance and the Vladimir's being there, he's hitting for what? 696? Is it really that much? My god. I think it is. I actually think it is 696 damage. Tower down, guys. Alacrity is there as well. More damage. We need more damage. But the Hex onto Rabbit. Oh god, it's gonna be huge to get the kill. It's gonna go down. Doom. It was a dieback. What the hell was it doing there like that? That was such a huge mistake. I cannot even begin to describe it. So that's gonna be a Rax going down as well. Of course, it's a Rax for Rax now. Ice Blast lands and what? That was a Dream Coil animation, I guess. My god. Wow. Just wow. One dieback is all you need. But it's not over yet. I mean, it's half a Rax against the Rax. But I have to say, things could be so much different if Newbee had not dove, I think it was the Vengeful Spirit here. And instead would have gotten these sets of Rax. Had there been 2 sets of Rax ahead, they would have been in so much of a better position to just pick the next fights as well. But as we're in a bit of downtime, another reconnect, just in case, let's just put it like that. To make sure that I do my best for it to not lag. If it lags, it is beyond me, beyond my abilities to help us or you. Oh, thank god it was a replicate. Thank baby Jesus. If this would have been the real puck, I think heads would have been lost to the chopping block straight off. Tornado just damaging the creeps a little bit. They don't want to force the issue too much. It feels like VG Gaming, they are kind of abiding their time. Just waiting for the perfect moment to strike, like they got the Doombringer kill. And now into Roshan they go. So, wow. Just look at the damage black. It is ridiculous how hard he hits. It feels like he has a rapier, yet he doesn't. With the alacrity, he's hitting for 700 and... It was plus 518, okay. It's 776. 776 damage plus the crits coming out after that. If everything alacrity is on him, if he has the Vladimir's Offering and the Vengeance Aura as well. But she's on Vengeful Spirit now. Aegis is on Elder Titan. Shiva's card picked up on Invoker in the meantime. I guess they want to like get the AoE damage that they can. As Aghanim Scepter finished the Moon now. If you can get the Dream Coil to pop, it's gonna be huge. 4.5 second stun. Even through BKB if the Dream Coil was on you before you activated BKB. To be honest, maybe I would have liked like just give away BKB as black and pick up Aegis instead. I think it might have been a little bit of a stronger choice. But personal preference at this point. Looking at the buybacks, 3 heroes still have it for Newbee, none for VG. So that's why they're playing it really cautious at this point. If they kind of lose a fight, suddenly Newbee they can just go for counterattacks rather easily. But in the meantime, How really hasn't gotten a new item. At one point, it might or might not be worth to just sell the BKB or get rid of it. Just go for like a damaging item of your own. Shotgun maybe not. Although shotgunning Draw Ranger, making it so that she can't right click, might be worth something already in itself. Of course you're gonna have to wait out the BKB on Draw Ranger before, but it's not that hard to do. I mean, it's a 5-second BKB as massive lags, massive freaking lags. So one more reconnect, and after this I'm kind of getting a vibe that we might get a fight. Hopefully we're not going to get the fight during this little thingy here. Oh god, I just made it worse! I can't believe it got worse. And I can't believe this game is 62 minutes in. But I guess I dare not really close the stream at this point in time. Because they are grouped up, they want to go for some kind of fight. Astral Spirit guiding the way, scouting things out. They are backing off for now. I mean, they still don't have the buybacks up on all of them, I think. None of them, to be more exact. Tornado to just push out the lane a little bit. I mean, the mid lane is in the favor of Newbee just because they have both racks down, whereas VG have only managed to destroy the melee racks. VG, they definitely want to hunt for something. If Fender, if he only just got the blink swap on anybody, maybe Moo even. Moo, of course, has the blink Eul Scepter, so it's not that easy of a target on him. But if they have the Hex, it's going to come a lot easier. Oh god, I'm going to have to reconnect because this isn't working at all. No, guys! Don't be screwing with me at this point in time. If I don't see the end of the game, I'm just gonna, I don't know. I'm gonna be bashing my head against the wall or something. Why does the server decide to just go as bad as it almost has the entire game at the end of the game, or at least the potential end of the game? Yeah, okay, this is just, no. This is just no, but no, there's gonna be a fight now. They're coming in from behind. Rabbit pops his BKB. Doom up onto Fenrir first. I guess not the worst target, but not the best either. And Fenrir, he's gonna go down first for sure. Buyback already on him. FY in the meantime trying to man fight Banana Black. He goes down here as well. That's a dieback. Well, not the dieback because he used buyback ages ago, but he doesn't have buyback regardless. How they're going to clean up FY. None of the 3 heroes have buyback. Ice Ice will be the next one. Double Doom is just too strong for you to deal with. Ice Ice couldn't do anything, couldn't use the double hex even. I think he got 1 off at best. But that was a perfect wraparound. At least we saw some of it. So this... Oh, never mind, throw. He just ticked enough for buyback. So without the Dooms being there, they might still be able to fight even with the throw ranger being there. Ice Ice already bought back. Still has the 1 hex ready. So Newbee, they're gonna back off for now. And this game will continue. I guess, guys, good old Chinese Dota, 60 plus minutes. But Fenrir, do they have enough with the 3 of them? I mean, I think throw is gonna have to buy back. They don't want to lose even 1 set of racks. Although 1 set might be worth considering losing, but the glyph is there, no buyback still. So they're not gonna stay and fight Moo. He's there with the hex as well, no Dream Coil though. But that's 1 set of racks down. If they lose the 3rd as well, I mean, they're gonna have to buy back. There's the buyback now. Fisher does come out. Not gonna really connect, but... Are they gonna be... Oh, Black! The hex is there! Can they get the swap? Never mind, Fenrir swaps him out. Black is safe for now. Pops the BKB, wants to go for move, but the phase shift is there. He's gonna have to bring down somebody, but never mind. Gonna have to run all the way back to base move. He's dropping low. Hex onto Suncheng by Ice Ice. Will it even be enough? Just into the trees. Ghost Scepter's there. Black now. He's gonna get stunned up. And I think if he dies now, he dies. This almost certainly is GG here. They're gonna lose the 3rd and last set of racks. I think Newbee, they just advanced to the grand final. Sorry guys for the slideshow Dota, but that's Chinese servers for you if you're just connecting from anywhere but China pretty much. So GG has been called. VG, unfortunately they lose the game in the end. Just hexes, double dooms, just everything coming out. And really just 1 nice wraparound by Newbee. 1 teamfight 1 was enough in this case. So well done by Newbee. Congratulations for them. Of course VG not out of the tournament, just dropping down to the lower bracket, that's it. Tomorrow, I'm not too sure if we will be back, not too sure if Beyond the Summit will actually cast this, because from what I understood, they were supposed to cast this to begin with. But it's at 7 CET, which is 14 SGT. So maybe I'm gonna be here just to check if somebody's casting it. If not, I might try it, although with Chinese lags. Not too sure if I want to try it. But in any case, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Do hope you enjoyed the cast as well as the games. They definitely weren't the greatest quality because, well, servers were lagging like all hell for the most part, but if you did enjoy and want to see more of us, you can follow HeflaTV on Facebook and Twitter. It is HeflaTV for both. For myself personally, it is @Coucher, but with this, it is it for now. We're gonna have Join Dota League at 20 CT, the second game of Donkey Dota, DD Dota versus X-Space Soldiers, which is, I think, 5 idiots or something like that now. But it's gonna be at 20 CT. So in about 2 hours 40 minutes. But for now, this is it, guys. Once again, appreciate it that you came and have a good one.